so much, Emma, and thank you all for being here today. Good afternoon. My name is Adrian, and I'm an organizer with the New Haven Climate Movement Youth Action Team and a New Haven Public Schools 2020 graduate. I'm also the youth coordinator at the Climate Health Education Project in New Haven, which is our sister project, and I help lead our Climate Justice Schools initiative, which New Haven Climate Movement achieved the passage of last year. I'm calling on New Haven City Hall to allocate more of the city's federal funding towards climate change mitigation projects. The federal funds allocated to New Haven offer us the opportunity to give the climate emergency the attention it deserves, while also allowing the city to take advantage of the benefits of a clean energy future. We must do our part to rapidly reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, to limit climate damage, and help spur statewide action. It's the right thing to do for our environment, for marginalized communities, and for the youth that will inherit a climate-changed world. There are so many options for climate projects that can create jobs, improve health, make more resilient neighborhoods, and improve transportation. Plus, the actions that we take to reduce fossil fuel usage will reduce other negative health and economic impacts as well. We at New Haven Climate Movement are suggesting investing 10% of the American Rescue Plan funding into climate staff and initiatives that can reduce greenhouse gases. These can go towards many projects, such as energy efficiency programs and policies, clean energy staff, city building electrification, solar installation, fleet electrification, green job staff, safe streets infrastructure, and transportation communication and outreach, hiring youth for doing green space work, and neighborhood greenhouse gas reduction grants. The city should integrate climate work into all of their departments and hire climate staff to coordinate local climate efforts that engage our local businesses, organizations, and residents. We are glad to hear that New Haven has committed $5 million of its federal funding towards a carbon-free future program, with pushes from our group and other youth activists. But we are calling on them to invest at least $5 million more to cover work on at least some of the previously stated projects, especially in hiring staff, since there is an upcoming climate change office that Mayor Elicker promised us. We are at a dangerous point with respect to runaway climate chaos, and the April's United Nations climate report declared that the Earth is firmly on track to becoming unlivable. We have the opportunity to take these funds and make vote action happen, and we must not return to business as usual. There are accelerating costs to try to protect New Haven from the impacts of climate change, starting at $160 million for just the Longmore flood wall that got approved. If we do not make mitigation investments now, we'll have to pay even larger costs later. Therefore, we call on the city to invest as much funding as possible to fight this crisis using this once-in-a-generation funding pool. Though we feel that the alders do wish to play a part in the climate emergency, we need them to begin taking it seriously. We cannot properly act on our climate's and planet's biggest threat and meet our own emission reduction goals without the proper resources and funding. So, let's move towards a more sustainable future, starting with allocating more of our